Hello, this is the Internet Gamer here with another gaming video for you in Magic Arena. So, I thought we'd just chug our way through these daily reward things. Just I haven't played Magic in a couple of days or so. It's a good way for me to get warmed up a little bit. And so for this week, that's what we'll do, is just plug our way through these. Also try to figure out exactly where I want to head, just channel to head. Perhaps in a later video, we'll go over that a bit. We can try out what my thoughts are once I have them more in a more cohesive form, where I can talk to you about them without it sounding like I'm just spouting a bunch of rambling nonsense. Having said all that and talked about rambling nonsense, let's see here. So we need to kill 15 of our opponent's creatures, and I need to cast 20 blue or green spells. So let's have a look at our deck collection really quickly here. So it's either blue or green. So we could go into Historic and play our mill deck, do large and in charge. You know what? I think I'll do a variety of those things, just in unranked for now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in with large and in charge first for the first few games, and then we'll do some milling just for fun. Maybe even this Mutation Station, this modified Mutation Station deck that was based on the original Mutation Station, which is down here. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. So let's see, for the first set of games, you know what? We could go to Mutation Station. So let's edit the old one first, and you get to see just what the old one looked like. So here's what it looked like. You feel free to pause everything. I'm not going to explain what's in here, but feel free to pause the video to have a look at any of the cards in more detail. It's a Dimir deck. It's supposed to showcase the abilities of the mutation keyword. There's some pretty good cards in here. I like this guy. And then we've got some top end stuff. He's great. Him. And some really super top end stuff. Great card, this one. Okay. Now if we go back to our decks, I have a look at this. So what I decided to do for this deck was double down on that mutation effect. So, and also make sure we've got some bounce effects and so on to help control out the early game if necessary when dealing with aggro decks. So we've got our eggs, our great mutation targets. We've got some nice pump effects here. Some removal, which I added in. And this one here, useful early blocker with Death Touch, or later on in the game for life gain. And he's still good because he gives us discount on our mutation spells. She's still useful to have in the deck because it's got card draw and flying. Pretty handy. There might be something better for this one, but I left it in for now. This one, great card with his mutate. Allows us to draw a card. If we do damage, more removal. I felt the other deck didn't have a lot of removal in it, so I added some removal at the various spots. Some control components. And we've still got him from the original. And then we've got our Insatiable Hemophage. We've got more copies of this. Dreamtail Heron. Still there. And then we've got Pouncing Shark, of course. Our Harvester. Notice we removed a Dimir spell that I didn't feel it was all that useful in this deck. So, you know what, first, since we have to do blue spells, etc., let's play one or two games for this video at least with, let's pivot a little bit. Let's do one or two games We'll see how quickly these games go, because I want to keep these videos around 10 minutes or just over. No longer than that if possible, so you can get in and out really quickly. And also allows me to not spend gazillions of hours editing like I did last time with the last set of videos from last week, which took forever and a day to edit. And I had all sorts of audio problems with them as well and so on. So I really couldn't throw them in the bin, so I'd run out of recording time. And on and on and on and on. All right, so let's first take the original Mutation deck out for 1 or 2 games here. We'll see how we do for time. If not, if we run out of time for this video, I'll put the Mutation Station 2 games in the next video, on Thursday's video. But at least for Tuesday's video, let's take out the original deck for a spin in unranked and see how it does. Then maybe for the next few videos, what we'll do is we'll take that Mutation Station deck, the V2 one, keep playing through it and see what we could do to even improve it even more. Because I know from my prior experiences, it was working a fair bit better. Like what have we got here? A fairly decent amount of lands, although they're rather slow. We've got that bounce spell. He's a little high-costed. It's a bit of a high-costed hand. We don't have anything we can mutate onto early game. I think we got to mute mulligan this one. Boot Nipper, that's better. Removal. Don't have a lot of mutate, but I feel if we go down any further, we're going to be in trouble. I think, much as though it makes me sad, we ditch the Harvester. So we'll keep this, and we'll pitch the Harvester for now, and pray that we pull another mutate creature. At least we do have our little friend here. Okay, I think an island is our best first play. Let's see, our opponent is on something with white in it. We don't know what that is as of yet, but we'll see. Let's see, I'll drop this. I want to keep my hand nice and orderly. Let's see, they're on... Okay. They're on the all-soft plan. So let's see here. I think we'll drop our Boot Nipper with a Death Touch counter on it. Block any early aggro, assuming they're not on a flying plan. Or soft. Yeah, okay. Alright, so you get to be removed. So let's see here. Remove you. Alrighty. And now, let's see, we don't have any 3-mana spells, so we can probably... Let's do the life gain land first. Then we'll attack in, apply a little bit of pressure, and let's see what our opponent does next. I thought this guy had another form. Yep, okay. Speaker of the Heavens, yeah, life gain deck. There's one of its components here. They might have some of that white removal. Those exile enchantments, which is why they keep looking at our hand here. So mutate cost is 3. X the number of times this creature is mutated, so we just do 1 on this one. This has Death Touch on it. So you know what? I think we'll mutate our little friend here. And we will obviously put it over to make it a 3/3. All right. And then, since all we've got is lands, let's gain a little bit of life. And then attack in and see what the opponent does. All right. That's cool. We got rid of a fly, which could have threatened us later on. Alright, yeah, so they're definitely on that life gain focus here. They need to get above that 7 starting life total, and they're almost there. Okay, so at this point, I think what we're going to do here is swing in with our friend here. And let's do this. Yes. All right. Do we need to bother with anything else? No, they don't have any other spells. They don't have any mana up. So we will just deal with that. See, the rookie mistake thing, it is a kind of a... Okay, enchant permanent, can't attack or block. Activate abilities unless they're mana abilities. Well, that's a pity. That's going to kind of stall us out a fair bit. This is the problem with this particular deck. The way it's set up is it doesn't allow us to block. To like, well, not block, but remove our opponent's stuff. So once our opponent gets ahead of us here, there's nothing we can do to sort of take back control of the game. And they end up just running away with the game at this point. Here we are again with that problem. So, all right, we do have a card in our graveyard. But again, I just don't know where this fits in the mutation plan. And we're going to get nuked now. Yeah, no mana cost abilities there. All right. Scry one, that's fine. But you can see now our opponent already has 6 in the air. They're going to start pushing out more angels. Diagraph Ghoul. Use that as a card draw engine. Of course, they'll tap their thing here. Now they're going to start beating us down with the angels. And there's an awful lot we can do about that, as we have no removal. All right. So let's see here. We could put, let's drop our island. Let's drop you. You take cost onto you. And we will put it under. Make it fly. And then let's see here. I think what we do is we attack in and we see what our opponent does here. Or, no, you know what? No, let's slow our opponent down a tiny bit. I think I'm looking at the time already on the video record time. We're already up above that 10-minute mark here. But, you know, we'll keep playing this out. Maybe play one more game and then call it a video. We'll see. If our opponent beats us, they did spend a fair amount of time on the intro. Okay, yeah, another angel. Opponent will attack. Alrighty. And we will block this one like so. They can draw a card, but what are they going to draw? A land or a spell? Neither of which is going to hurt us in any way. So we'll do that. That'll take one of their angels out of play. And there we go. And then on our turn, we'll end our turn. And of course we draw a land. But it does gain us 1 life. Keeping us alive for 1 more turn. And we will say good game to our opponent to be sporting. And you know what, since all they're going to do is attack in, we will just do this. And then I will just take that out of there just for fun. Just to show them what we have. Yep. I wonder if they think I'm being sneaky somehow. I'm not. Believe me, opponent. Let's let them have their victory. It's the weekend. I'm super well rested. Feeling very sporting today. Hopefully, the opponent doesn't play with their food. There we go. Thank you. So I've had some games where some opponents just decide, hey, I mean, I've done it to other opponents too when I haven't been thinking right. Let's just play with our food and have a little bit of fun. So that was pretty quick. I'm not sure what Wizards is thinking with this really long pause at the end before we get the click to leave. I wish they'd fix that. I think that's probably a bug. Let's go right back in, do a second game before we conclude this video. I've taken a couple of day or so off of Magic, and nice to take a little bit of a break. Stein. Hello, Stein. What deck do you have for us today? All right. So we have got ourselves this fellow, then a bunch of super expensive things, which we could pay for if we get another land. I don't know. Let's see here. 5-3. Yikes. It's not ideal. These could mutate creatures. This deck doesn't have. I think we have to mulligan, much as though it pains me. This is a little bit better, although it's all removal and one flyer. Yeah, I think we should have kept the other hand, honestly, even though it wasn't great. This is worse. Guess we just cast this. Whoops. Opponent decides to scoop. Well, guess what, folks? We get a bonus third game in this video. All right. Okay. We also wait 5 minutes for this thing to come up. There we are. Wonder if they've added some other checks or something. Well, we got something towards our weekly victories, so you know what? I'll take it. 250 XP for another victory. Right back in, without further ado. I always try to sit silently whilst this loading screen happens, so editing is easier. Magic Woman 13. Cool. Hello, Magic Woman 13. Why are these hands so absolutely awful? So this one actually is not that bad. But this guy here, I just don't understand the purpose of him in the deck. We'll keep this one. It's not great. But we do have a Polywog. Oh, hello, mirror match person. Okay. I think we'll drop this initially, because it's the slowest land in our hand. Let's rearrange our hand a bit so it's a little easier to read what's going on. And let's see. Mysterious egg, eh? All right. So, what we could do is either put the Boot Nipper down, which will help deal with early aggro. But if we put you down, and then the egg, we could put the egg first. No, if we put you block better. All right, opponent, what you gonna do? Let's see, what's the opponent gonna do? Oh, thank goodness my... Oh, that's cool. Hello. That is so cool. What is that? Oh, it's the Black Lotus thing. Neato. How fun. Okay. All right, let's see here. What do we got? Multi-cost spells. So we've got this. So we've got Rookie Mistake. So we can actually attack in with a Polywog here and maybe get rid of their symbiote. So you know what? Let's do that. See if our opponent falls for the bait. They do. Okay. Didn't do anything in because you're a goofball. Okay. Whoopsie daisy. Death touch. I can't do math. That is way cool. Ouchie, ouchie. They're going to make that mysterious egg fly. It's great my mute button works now, so I don't have to edit out all my throat clearings and sneezes and the like I did in the last video. Okay, opponent, this is not complicated, but maybe they're new to this, because this is the PreCon same deck that we're playing here, that I'm playing on this side of the board. So maybe Magic Woman 13 is new to the game. Put it on top. That's what you'll want to do. Put it on top. There you go. Perfect. All right, bonk. Okay, so unfortunately we don't have any removal. So what on earth are we supposed to do? Ah, oh good. Okay. Being supportive, you know, especially to new players. I think that's super important, honestly. Okay. So this guy has mutate. I'll drop this one, I think, to be most efficient. Try to use up as much mana as we can. And then let's see here. Do we attack him with anybody? No, I don't think we do. I think we stand pat. We want to try to do you. So you are 5. We're at 4, unfortunately. But mutate is 6. Ouch. There we go. Let's see, what do you do? Oh, yes. Each opponent sacrifices a creature when this mutates. All right. So we are going to sacrifice our egg. Makes the most sense. The least useful. And of course we just draw a land, but you know what? In this case, let's see here. We've got 4, 5, 6. Okay. So what we can do here is we can mutate onto you. We'll draw 2 cards. We'll get rid of you. Okay, and then let's see. I think whenever this creature mutates, destroy target creature. So I think we need to get rid of you. And then we put you over. And then we will tap that. And then we will attack in with everybody. Opponent will probably block with their Polywog. They have another mutate creature in hand. We're sort of in trouble and sort of not in trouble. But this opponent is new, so they're going to take a bit of time to figure out what the best path is. They decided not to block with anything because they don't want to lose their Polywog because they have another mutate creature in hand that they're going to put in their Chittering Harvester. Ah, or they can just use the same creature we did. This is the same guy as this one. All right. Except ours is death touchy. Okay. Alrighty. Again, this weakness of not having any removal. Yep. And that's what's going to kill us. Pretty much no matter what here. So, what we can do is mutate one of our, let's see here. Can we mutate? Yes, we can. Onto you. And of course, this won't help us any. We'll put it over because we want it to be a 3/3. And destroy you. Okay. And then we will, let's see here. We will, let's see here. Do I want to attack with anything? I can attack with you because I want to keep you. We don't have any mutate creatures in hand. We'll see what our opponent does here. We will have to block with the Polywog, unfortunately. And lose our Polywog. Much is the shame. We could flash this in, though, and destroy their Archipelago. Which might not be a bad option. Alright. I think that's what we'll do. It didn't allow us to do it. Bloody... Oh! Why on earth wasn't I able to flash that in? Let's have a look at the battlefield for a second. Because that... what on earth happened there? I don't know. Let's see. So this is a flash. Okay. So there's something... Okay, no. Okay. I didn't check my mana, how it was tapped. I think we got kind of... Yeah, unfortunately we got kind of taken advantage of by the auto-tapper. In this case, unfortunately, we got auto-tapped to death. All right. Well, you can see the biggest problem with this deck is it doesn't have any real removal, so to speak. I think if I'd tapped my mana manually there, we might have actually run away with that game. But unfortunately, I miscounted the mana and we got auto-tapped to death. And that is the way of it sometimes when you rely on automatic tapping too much and don't read your board state closely enough. That will happen to you. All right, guys. It's actually at the half an hour mark, so I'm going to end it here. This has been the Itinerant Gamer. And no matter where in the world, I want to wish you good health and take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. This has been Ian, the Itinerant Gamer, and thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing.